SCP-049 is a Euclid-class SCP that is to be contained within a secure holding cell in Research Sector Redacted. If SCP-049 is to be removed from its holding cell, clearance must first be granted by a Level 2 personnel or higher, and the SCP must be heavily sedated prior to moving. Once the SCP has been sedated, the SCP must also be attached to an iron collar, which in turn must be attached to two 2-meter poles, which must be held by 2 Level 1 personnel or higher during transit. Any and all experiments on or by SCP-049 must be performed within a specifically prepared room. SCP-049 cell should be monitored at all times via security camera. If any abnormal behavior should be observed, Dr. Redacted is to be contacted at once. Failure to comply will be reprimanded. SCP-049 is a humanoid SCP standing at approximately 1.9 meters in height and weighing approximately 95.3 kilograms. However, the Foundation is currently unable to study the face and body of the SCP, as it appears to be covered in the traditional garments of a plague doctor from 15th and 16th century Europe. These garments have been discovered to be an actual part of the SCP's body, as microscopic and genetic testing have identified the clothing and mask as being comprised of tissue similar to muscle, though the clothing feels much like rough leather and the mask like ceramic. SCP-049 was originally discovered in Redacted, England by local police. Mobile Task Force Redacted responded to a suspected outbreak of Redacted. All civilians within a 0.5-kilometer radius were given Class A amnesiacs as part of the initial containment procedure. SCP-049 is capable of speech, though it rarely chooses to do so. The SCP has been shown to understand English perfectly well and is usually docile until it tries to perform surgery. SCP-049's touch is invariably lethal to humans. After initial contact with SCP-049 hands, the victim, known hereafter as SCP-049-2, suffers Redacted and dies within minutes. SCP-049 will then proceed to try and kill all humans it can see in a similar manner to supposedly avoid interruption, before it turns back to SCP-049-2. SCP-049 will then produce a bag made of data expunged, containing scalpels, needles, thread, and several vials of a currently unknown substance from somewhere within its body. The Foundation has been unsuccessful in its attempts to locate the bag within SCP-049 using X-ray technology and similar techniques. SCP-049 will then proceed to dissect SCP-049-2 and insert various chemicals into the body. After approximately 20 minutes, SCP-049 will sew up SCP-049-2 and become docile once more. After a period of a few minutes, SCP-049-2 will resume vital signs and appear to reanimate. However, SCP-049-2 seems to be without higher brain functions and will wander aimlessly until it comes in contact with a living human being. At this point, SCP-049-2's adrenaline levels will rise to approximately 300% as it attempts to kill and, data expunged, any human beings it can find before returning to aimlessly wandering until it comes across more humans. At this stage, termination with extreme prejudice is allowed. Failure to enforce this protocol outside of testing scenarios is punishable by termination. Detailed autopsies of SCP-049-2 have found several unusual substances, along with the usual substances in large amounts within the bodies, including data expunged. However, several have yet to be identified. Addendum 1A. Interviewed SCP-049. Interviewer Dr. Redacted. Forward. SCP-049 randomly began speaking with no obvious provocation en route to a testing facility. Dr. Redacted was recording notes at the time on a handheld microphone. Irrelevant data has been omitted. SCP-049. What is this place? Dr. Redacted. What? It's a lab. There's a loud crash here, from Dr. Redacted dropping the recording device in shock. SCP-049. A laboratory? It's quite marvelous. I now find it no wonder I've seen so few victims of the disease in here. Dr. Redacted. Yeah, you see, I thought you incapable of speech. I'm somewhat startled you, can. SCP-049. Oh my, yes, good sir. I simply prefer not to. Most victims of the disease are quite melancholy and do not react at all well to conversation. I have seen you several times now and have not detected the disease in you. Therefore, I assume you are also a doctor. Dr. Redacted. Oh, yes, actually. Call me Redacted. But what disease are you talking about? SCP-049. Why, good doctor, the Great Pestilence. What else? Dr. Redacted. Great Pestilence? Oh, the plague. Should have seen that coming. But no one here is infected, I can assure you. SCP-049. Oh, good doctor, I can assure you that pestilence is here and I can sense it. It is my duty in life to rid the world of it. My cure is most effective. Dr. Redacted. Your cure has cost us hundreds of lives. Your cure is faulty. SCP-049. Good doctor, my cure is most effective. SCP-049 lapsed once again into silence, and further attempts to make it speak were ineffective. Final note from Dr. Redacted. We managed to get our test done for the day, trying to figure out what causes it to perform surgery, or, more accurately, what it detects as the pestilence. So far, research has shown us no correlation between any of the D-class personnel it has performed surgery on. We're still working on it.